everyone! In this section, we introduce the operation procedure of 200 and CTMC Series PLC as Modbus Master to communicate with commissioning assistants. New project. Set the project name and storage path and click OK. Insert PLC station. Select the corresponding PLC model and set the site name. And communicate with the PLC over the network port. Double-click to open the system block and set the master IP. Just be on the same network segment as the slave. Double-click on the wizard. Select the Modbus wizard and double-click on it to open its configuration screen. Up to 128 read-o-write operations can be created here. Just set the number of read-o-write operations to be created and click Next. This screen is used to configure the master to read-write the slave data area. This screen allows you to select whether you want to read or write parameters. Read master reads slave parameter data. Writing data from master to slave. Here you can set the number of slave data to be read or written. Maximum 120 words for a single operation. This sets the IP address of the slave, as well as the port number and unit number. The unit number is only useful for network to serial devices, i.e., the unit number corresponds to the station address of the serial device. Ignore the unit number for pure NIC communication. The meaning is different depending on the read-o-write operation. If it is a read operation, it means the address of the master station, where the data from the slave station is stored after it is read to the master station. If it is a write operation, it means the master writes data to the slave through this address. This is the address of the data area, where the master wants to access the slave. Note that the slave's data address should be converted to a Modbus address. To change the parameter address, just change the starting address. The current configuration of this interface is read slave for 0001 for 000 for address parameters to master VW OVW6. Click the next item to continue to configure the next read-o-write parameters. Configure this interface to write values from master VW OVW6 to slave for 0005 for 0008. This configuration is to read for coils 0001, 0004 from master to Q0.0 till Q0.3 of master. This is configured as follows. Master writes data via Q0.0 till Q0.3 to slave addresses 0005, 0008. Note, this address should not be used elsewhere in the program, but only for Modbus communication blocks. After configuring the wizard, the corresponding slave FC block will be generated. How many slaves are configured will generate how many FC blocks. Just call it directly from the master. Function block pin meanings and wizard configuration details can be viewed by opening the FC generated by the wizard. Download configuration to PLC. Here the debugging assistant is used as Modbus slave. You can observe the master-slave data interaction directly in the status table. Set slave data area, start address and number of accesses. Communicate with the master. The debugging assistant acts as a slave, and its IP is the local IP of the computer. The PLC is running and the data is already interacting. Operation 1 of 4, VWOV with 6 for 0001 for 0004. Operation 2 of 4, VW0, VW6 for 0005 for 0008. Switch slave data area to offline coil and sets its starting address and number of accesses. Operation 3 of 4, Q0.0, Q0.3, 1 minus 4. Operation 4 of 4, Q0.0, Q0.3, greater than 5.8. Operation of 200 and CTMC series PLC as Modbus master to communicate with commissioning assistants. The above is all. Thank you.